So, Dr. Chan, here's the thing. Steph and I, we look at you and the career you've had, how professional you are, but you come from a very humble background in upbringing, right? You didn't start off as a global chief economist and traveling the world and speaking to thousands of people. Can you share with us a little bit about your childhood and your upbringing in New York City and what you have overcome?
I think that's an understatement when you say that I come from humble beginnings. I really do. My mother cleaned office buildings. My dad was a waiter. We had no income. We grew up in low income housing projects in New York City, very poor, drug infested, gang infested neighborhoods. And in fact, my favorite story is that a lot of people were worried whether or not I would survive that. And I got a job because my dad died at the age of 10. And so both me and my mom, we had to make sure that we had enough money so we could put food on the table. My favorite story is that a lot of people would come up to me and say, "Oh, do you want to buy drugs and things like that?" But I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken and I got a job at the age of 13. Even though you had to be 16, I lied because I needed the money. We needed the money for supermarket groceries. And so I worked there and there was a 50-pound bag of lard or box, and you would have to throw into the fryer. I wasn't strong enough. So I would struggle and I would just basically push it in. And the lard would come up. It was boiling, and all my arms were burned, and I had all these
Oh,
scars over my arms. And I thought, this is terrible. They might be permanent. They're not. Thank God they went away. But at the time, they actually helped me because a lot of drug dealers would come up to me and say, "Do you want to buy drugs?" And I said, "No, I'm okay. I have my own." And then people would say, "Well, should we get mad at him, beat him up because he's being arrogant?" And I would just show my arms, and they said, "Oh no, he's cool. He's look at his needle marks. Look at all those scars on his arms." So that actually saved my life and allowed me to survive the neighborhood that I grew up in.
oh, Steph, from
What?
KFC getting burned by the oil.